Well, hi there guys, Mark here, and pleased today to be bringing you a review on the Honda ADV350. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've had this bike from Honda now for over a week. I've put quite a few miles on it. I've ridden it most days actually. It's been absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love these sort of ADV style scooters. They're extremely versatile. They're sort of real jack of all trades kind of scooters. You can use them for sort of touring, commuting. They're absolutely brilliant on sort of tracks and trails like this. Or, you know, if where you live's got very sort of rough, you know, badly surfaced roads, it's good for that because it's got long travel suspension and sort of semi-knobbly tyres. So it's a very, very versatile machine. So it's absolutely brilliant. So anyway, what we'll do is run through all the specifications again, then take it for a test ride. We're here in the south of England, county of Dorset. So current price on these is £5,999. This is A2 compatible. The engine on these is superb, very smooth. It's a 330cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled, 4-valve, single overhead cam, putting out 29 horsepower at 7,500 RPM, and torque is 31.5 newton meters at 5,250 RPM. Tyres, we've got Metzeler Karoo. Got a 120 on the front, 140 on the rear. It's a 15-inch front wheel and a 14-inch rear. These are sort of got like a block tread pattern, which works really well on sort of light tracks and trails like this. So Honda are quoting 3.4 litres for 100 kilometres, which is roughly about 80 to the gallon is what they're quoting. It's 11.7 litre fuel tank. Now, I've worked out at the pumps in the time that I've had it. I've averaged about 77 to the gallon from it. I haven't been hanging around, been doing all sorts of speeds, you know, dual carriageway, motorways, town. So yeah, 77 to the gallon is what I've managed from it. And it works at around about 150 miles to a tank full. Seat height isn't that high, it's 795mm, but with all these scooters, their seats are extremely wide, so that pushes your legs right out. So you may struggle to get your legs down a bit if you're not that tall. Just have a look at me on the scooter. I'm 5'7" tall with a 30-inch inside leg. The balls of my feet are down, but I'm not flat-footed, so do bear that in mind. So just compare that for yourself. So 795mm seat height on this, but it is a very wide seat. It's extremely comfortable. But so I'm 5'7" tall with a 30-inch inside leg. Because the seat's so wide, pushes your legs out. So really, I'm on the balls of my feet, not flat-footed. So do bear that in mind. Most scooters of this style are like that. But that being said, it's extremely light machine. Masses of control with these big wide bars. You know, you can put your feet like that, straight down or forwards, up to you. But not really an issue at all, even though I'm on the balls of my feet. It feels very controllable at a standstill. So if you were a lot taller than me, there's loads of room here. I think even if you were a little bit shorter than me, you'd still be all right with this. It's not a heavy machine. Weight on these, not too bad, 186 kilograms wet weight. Got decent brakes, Nissan 2-piston caliper on the front there, single disc, but more than enough stopping power for this sort of machine. Got long travel suspension, very, very compliant. This new model, as opposed to the one a few years ago, has got sort of updated suspension. It's much more compliant. We'll obviously go into that during the test ride, but the suspension is a lot more compliant now. Obviously twist and go simplicity on these. Just no gears, automatic clutch, CVT, continuously variable transmission, very smooth, runs like an absolute dream. So you've got this Showa rear suspension, long travel front and rear, which is very compliant now. £145mm clearance under there, so pretty good if you do go a bit light off-roading. 5-inch TFT screen on that there, which will show you that later on. Very nice screen indeed. All can be synced up to a Honda Road Sync app. We've got LEDs all round that are very bright. These indicators are always on. That's a Honda thing, just for added sort of visibility. So it's a very versatile scooter. It's very capable. So under the seat here, which you'll all want to see, just press the button there. So seat release. Apparently Honda claim you can get two helmets in there, 2 full face helmets. We'll try that out in a minute. So in there you've got your little manual. There's your toolkit just tucked up in there. So loads of room in here. It's cavernous, so very convenient, you know, if you're going to do some touring and carry some gear. So Honda Smart Key. So I've got the key in my pocket. It's just like a key fob you keep in your pocket. So it's obviously keyless ignition. We've got traction control, 2-level traction control, self-cancelling indicators, USB-C in the little glove box up in there. So top speed on this, they're quoting 133 kilometres an hour, which is around about 85 miles an hour. So 70 mile an hour cruising, no problem at all on this. We'll go on a dual carriageway a bit later on. Brilliant service intervals from Honda, 8,000 mile service intervals, which is great. Comes with all the hand guards, adjustable screen which goes up and down about 120mm, something like that there. It comes in this nice red, a silver and 2 different shades of black. Really good wind protection here, I like that screen. But as an all-round kind of versatile do-it-all sort of machine, this really can't be beaten, it's brilliant. Obviously the straight bars give you lots of control as opposed to a conventional scooter. Obviously a little bit of expensive, you know, filtering through traffic, but you know it makes up for it because it's so manoeuvrable with these straight bars. Got your fuel release there. So there you have it, guys. The Honda ADV350, extremely versatile scooter. So let's go for this test ride, shall we? Honda ADV350 review. Let's try this out. Just while I'm here with free hands, I'll just show you how this screen works. You have to pull that out on both sides and it goes up and down quite a big range. You know, it's about 120mm, so I like my screens nice and high, so I'll keep it in the highest position. So what I've done, I've put the steering lock on, keys in my pocket. Obviously the key talks to the bike, so the bars are locked at the moment. So you push, and that's now the steering released. So you turn it one more click, that's your sort of seat and your fuel releases, and then one more, and that powers the dash up. So now we're good to go. So very comprehensive, nice TFT there. You've got your traction control, fuel gauge. You can change all that on the sort of menu here, how that looks, and go into all this here. Got your rev counter along the top there, speedo, ambient temperature, clock, so plenty of information there. And you've got all your trips A, trips B, odometer. So yeah, really nice display there, extremely bright and clear even in the sunshine. So nice simple controls really. front and rear brakes, which are not span adjustable. You've got your flasher, you've got your traction control on and off, menu, horn, indicators, hazards, start and kill switch. So that's that really. So let's try this out. Okay, so out on the ADV350. So we'll just run through it all. Mirrors pretty decent, lovely clear view behind. I can see about 30-40% of my elbows and shoulders, but the rest of it is a nice clear view behind. First thing you notice with this scooter is just how commanding the riding position is. Really upright, extremely comfortable seat, massive seat. I have taken a passenger on the back for 20 miles. They absolutely loved it. The screen's in the highest position. It's given me a lot of wind protection. It's really, really good. So these lovely straight bars, got the hand guards to keep the wind off your hands. Makes for a very relaxing ride here. It's all a nice sort of quiet bubble of air. Plenty of performance from the engine, which is extremely smooth out the back. You can barely feel anything. There's no vibrations through the bars or the seat. Little slightest buzz through the footboards, but on the whole extremely smooth at all revs and speeds. This suspension on this is definitely more compliant than the previous model. A lot of scooters with twin rear shocks at the rear can be very choppy over bumps. This is bumpy down here, very bumpy, and it's going over no problem at all. I mean, if you needed to do some sort of light touring, you've got all the space under the seat. You could add a top box on the back, so you've got a huge amount of storage capability on this. So we're just going to try the brakes out, front and rear, nothing behind. So yeah, really, really strong. I mean, obviously just a single disc on the front, but more than adequate stopping power. Being a Honda, it feels exceptionally well screwed together. Absolute premium feel to it. The riding position's extremely upright, pretty much bolt upright. Got my legs stretched out in front, so a very, very comfortable position. I'll just sort of slow it down to 40 and just do a little roll on for you. Wide open throttle. So there's 40 to 60 in just a couple of seconds. So you can see its pickup is very, very good. You know, that single cylinder engine's going to be absolutely amazingly reliable. Mid sort of 70s miles per gallon is what I've achieved from this. You could probably get a lot more if you were even more careful with it. So good tank range of 150 miles or so. Back brake's got a good bite to it, but it's extremely manoeuvrable. I mean, I know it's got the wider bars, but if you had to go commuting on this, it would be absolutely ideal because it feels very light to ride. Twist and go simplicity, no clutch, so really good. Top speed of about 85 miles an hour on this, so 70 mile an hour cruising all day long would be effortless on this. Just trickling along at the moment, about 40, doing 5,000 revs, and the engine is extremely quiet out the back. Typical Honda efficiency. So let's just take it through town and just see how it does there. Right, so we're just coming into a 30 limit, slowing it down. So smooth and quiet, it's just lovely. So throttle response very mellow, it's not sharp or snatchy at all. Just ticking along at 4,000 revs, very quiet out the back with the engine. I mean, the thing with this bike is it's so upright, lovely control with these bars. The fueling is absolutely perfect. There's no hunting or surging in that fuel injection. Slow it down a bit and then open it up. Plenty of get up and go from low down in the rev range. But no, this is just trickling along so happily. So yeah, this would be absolutely fantastic if you had lots of slow speed work to do, commuting, that sort of thing. So there you are, guys, the ADV350 absolutely excels at the low speed. So this scooter is designed for off-roading a bit. I wouldn't take it on full off-road, you know, like you would a motocross bike, but for this sort of stuff, tracks and trails, I mean, it's pretty lumpy and slippery down here, to be honest. It's handling with these. So I'm standing up now, that's absolutely fine. So we got traction control, and that kicked in then if I gas it. So the main thing with this is, because you've got the big wide bars, gives you masses of control as opposed to a normal scooter. Got the 15-inch front wheel on this with nice wide tyres with the block tread pattern. So it makes sort of riding on this sort of terrain an absolute breeze. You've got long travel suspension, and which for this model is a lot more compliant than the previous model from a few years ago. So it adds up to a very nice ride, actually. I mean, there's a few little potholes down here, handles that absolutely fine. ABS all works fine. Yeah, traction control works well. So as you can see, you know, for a scooter, if where you lived had roads like this is handling it with absolute ease. Wet and muddy through there. Standing up again. So there you are, guys. The ADV350 is more than capable of this sort of terrain. This is quite sandy through here now. No problem at all. So that's great. Right, let's see how the ADV350 handles at the higher speeds. So 30 mile an hour, winding it open very quickly and cleanly, getting up to speed, no problems at all. So there you go, 70 mile an hour or thereabouts, very easily, just over 6,000 RPM, but it doesn't feel stressed in the slightest. It's very relaxed, actually. The whole bike feels very composed, very stable, great wind protection, that's really good. You can just feel a little bit of wind on the top of my helmet, but my whole body is very protected from the elements. It's great. The whole area here feels good. Bit of a crosswind from my left, but all in all, very stable. So if I open it up at 70, that's wide open now, and that will carry on to around about 85 miles an hour flat out. The mirrors are nice and clear, absolutely no vibrations at all. I can't even feel anything through the footboards, so it's actually smoother at higher speeds. Yeah, that's very impressive. We just slow it down to about 50. I'm going to do a roll on. Is it wide open throttle? 50 to 70, and there's your 70. So all good. So yeah, very impressive, guys. The ADV350 will do this all day long. So it's very capable of doing some touring. Very smooth, stable and sure-footed at the speed. So great stuff, guys. Right, I'll just show you a little cheeky 0 to 60. So there you have it. It's pretty swift up to 60. No problem at all. Nice thing with like a 350 as opposed to a 125 is that you've got a lot more cruising capability. You know, it will do 60, 70 with ease, with a lot more in reserve as well. So just cruising on this at about sort of 60, it's a real dream. It's lovely. I'll just try those brakes out again, front and rear, nothing behind. That's as much as I would dare, and the warning lights flash up there as well. So very good brakes. Nice healthy pickup in that mid-range. So far the ADV350, been riding it for well over a week. I've really enjoyed this. It's got good wind protection from that screen. Handguards work well. The seats massive, comfortable, loads of legroom here. Nice cockpit area. That TFT is very clear. The Metzeler tyres work really well on the road. They're very grippy and they're decent off-road as well. I think the thing with a scooter like this, as opposed to like say the Forza, is it's just got that extra bit of it's just a bit more versatile with the wide bars, the longer travel suspension. Just means you can just take it on rougher roads a bit more and things like that really. So it's pretty much all day comfort on this. See how it handles these bends. Nice. I say for a scooter, it's really good fun. We've got the hill, see if it powers up here. So there you go, it's actually accelerating up a hill. So plenty of power there. About 30 horsepower from its 330cc single cylinder. But yeah, nice improvement on this on the previous model. Suspension's just that bit more compliant, a bit more comfortable. All right then, let's take a final look round, shall we? Yeah, those brakes have got really good bite. There we go. Superb. Right, so what I'll do is I'll put all the lights on and the indicators and just try it onto the centre stand, see what it's like. Normally these are really easy. Yeah, so that is really easy. So high beam and the indicators. There we go. Lights are really bright, and indicators. So there you have it, guys, the ADV350, and we turn it off just by going like that. That's a great machine, really is good. So I like the fact it's got this big chunky handrail here, grab rail for either yourself or your passenger. Very easy off the centre stand, sorry, and a really good turning circle steering lock. Look at that, very easy to push about. Doesn't feel that heavy, 186 kilos, but it feels a bit lighter than that because all the weight's so low on a scooter. Great stuff. Let's have a look round again. So it's quite a striking machine, especially in the red. That screen does a decent job, so you can have it right down low or right up high. Good lights, exceptional Honda build quality throughout. This long travel Showa suspension, not non-adjustable, but does a really good job on and off-road. Metzler tyres with the block tread pattern are very good. Nice and economical, mid 70s miles per gallon UK, or even more if you try. Massive rear seat there for your passenger. Smooth, punchy 330cc single cylinder engine there with lots of get up and go, 70 mile an hour cruising, no problem at all. We've got preload adjustable rear shocks there, which are nice and compliant. But they're just such good all-round machines. They're so good at everything, these twist and go scooters. So there's your CVT transmission, all enclosed, very simple, nice easy servicing. These aren't expensive to service. The paintwork looks well done. Got your little glove box there. I'll show you the under seat storage again. So plenty of room in there, very cavernous. So there you have it, guys, the ADV350. Good strong brakes, ABS, traction control. So what do you think of the ADV350, guys? Have you got one? How's it going? Please post your comments down below. Don't forget to give me a like, share and subscribe as always. And I will catch you again in a week or so for another two-wheeled review. Ride safe, all the best, and bye for now.